And if you don't, you miss.
Put it on Facebook.
Let's hear it, yeah, really. You know, NSA loves Facebook.
On a lighter note, your vote counts, and every 2 years we get a replacement. I want to say something about 1070 real quick. Or immigration in general. Like, why are you so afraid of the free market? We have an invasion of cheap labor who want to buy our products and services and work hard, but then we write laws that prevent them from working. So what's that turn them to? Welfare and crime. So if your problem is, if you have a problem with welfare and crime, then why don't you just let them work and get rid of E-Verify? Okay. So a guy that I used to work with, he's a documentarian, he's made 3 documentary films, and I've got them for sale. I'll go really quick. The first 2 are about aspartame and the sweet and low you put in your coffee this morning and how terrible it is for you. I'm not going to go into that, but if you want to know more, please ask me. This film came out about a year ago. It's entitled Fatally Flawed. It's about a particular bond measure down in Tucson in Pima County, basically where they stole $2 billion of the taxpayers' money to build roads and a light rail, and then they squandered it on something else, and they never built anything. But they proved through the process of this case, the Democratic Party and the Libertarian Party eventually took the county government to task, and they sued them and said, we want access to the electronic records of this election in 2006. They eventually got it, and then the computer nerds were able to analyze everything and say, yeah, that's true, they rigged the election and stole all of our money. Again, they don't really prove it, you know, to a T, but what they show is that the Pima County government, the Pima County Board of Supervisors, at every step of the way made it very difficult for these election integrity activists to get the information, which they have an Arizona constitutional right to. As a party, you have a right to these records. It's all public. So this film was put out about a year ago. It documents about the last 2 years. The filmmaker, my former employer, JT, is about to do something really stupid and give a master copy to Ernie so that we can burn a lot of copies and make an impact in the coming election.
Because it shows Jan Brewer and Terry Goddard as some of the principal architects of this thing.
That's a good documentary.
It is good. I saw it.
So you have 2 people. You have Terry Goddard, Terry's more in this film than Jan is, but she's up to here in election fraud as well. So you have Terry and Jan fighting for governor. Who wins? Whoever's most, whoever has more of a handle on the whoever has more of a handle on the election corruption. Like I said, he's going to give a master. Ernie's going to help promote this film, and we're going to, be able to burn him for free. But if you'd like to help support the filmmaker, I got a credit for this film, and I did some camera work for it. I have some more copies over here by the table.
Yeah, Fatally Flawed. If you want to know election fraud in Arizona, watch it. It's a court case that was funded by the Democratic Party in cooperation with the Libertarian Party. This Tucson thing, right up until the Democratic Party realized that it was against the Democratic Party, and then they're like, maybe we don't want to do this anymore.
The Democratic lawyer who did this, since he won, he was supposed to get his attorney's fees or whatever. They just screwed him out of $60,000 because the judge said, no, sorry, thanks for all your work and help, and they just said, go pound sand. But the other thing that was really interesting recently was, because there are a lot of Democratic insiders that are following this case, and this film was getting a lot of attention, and people were sending out information amongst the Democratic Party. And because Terry Goddard, like I said, is featured in it, there was an email from, I don't know his name, but it's the head of the Arizona Democratic Party here in Phoenix, and all it said was, this needs to stop now, because this film makes Terry Goddard look like what he is. Thank you.
Yeah, Pal wanted to say something about it.
It might be of interest to people in this room. On Thursday, the 12th, Andrea Garcia, who is running against Russell Pierce in LD 18 for U.S. Senate as Libertarian candidate, will be talking at the Strategic Edge Breakfast Club on Thursday, the 12th, just down the street. I'm not sure which way. I guess that way. Down at McKellips at Jim's Coney Island Cafe, which is open to the public. Everybody's invited. And she'll be talking about SB 1070.
As Russell?
No, he was invited. So were the 2 Democratic candidates who were running in the race. Initially, this was set up to be a debate between the 4 candidates, but none of them were willing to show up, which is unfortunate. I'm going to be talking 2 weeks after that, along with the Democratic component in U.S. actually, Charles Black, who's running against Trent Franks, who's the incumbent congressman, will be there. Unfortunately, I think it's 2 days, it might be 2 days before the election, or it's 2 days after. I think it's 2 days after. So I don't know whether he's going to show up, because I don't think there's a chance in hell he's going to defeat Trent Franks any more than the Democratic candidate or myself will. But we'll have fun. There is actually a chance Franks will show up. His booking agent has actually said yes, as long as blah, blah, blah. So we'll see as a couple weeks from now whether or not he firms it up and says he will show up. It'd be nice to actually have a debate against Trent Franks again.
Trent Franks will be speaking at the LD4 meeting on, I'm in Republican PC in the LD4.
Yes, you are.
He's going to be speaking at the LD4 meeting, I think, which is Monday, 16th.
The only one that the Ron Paul revolutionaries took over, LD4.
Pastor Anderson's trial is the 12th.
Jihad Franks, all right.
You got a trial coming up?
Right, it's a jury trial, because even though
Be quiet, please.
even though the charges against me were dismissed, they were basically appealed by the prosecutor, the dismissal, and so now I'm on trial again for the same 2 misdemeanors from when they tasered and beat me.
Okay, so you're on trial, they appealed the motion for the dismissal?
Well, there wasn't a trial, it was dismissed in an evidentiary hearing.
With prejudice.
With prejudice, but that decision was overturned by the Superior Court. So now there's going to be a trial by jury this Thursday and Friday down in Yuma, starting at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning.
Wow.
So it's going to be a jury trial.
I go, but I got a warrant there. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I had a warrant because you came last time.
Okay, these shirts, we just started doing these. I'm selling these to you guys for $10 a piece or give them back, okay? So we have various sizes, you know, but, so, you know, give me $10 or give them back. If you need a size, we'll work it out. So, take them over here.
Okay, for the book drawing, first person has first choice. The number, the last 4 numbers, 2153. 2153.
I lost mine. I got my name on the back, I lost mine.
Oh, just a number.
Wrote my name on it.
2153.
And next.
Okay, we'll do another one. 2160. I know they're in there somewhere.
People can't count.
I went to public school.
One number off. It's close enough.
2145.
There we go.
Did we find one?
All right, go ahead and take one more. We'll give out a shirt. This is for a shirt.
I want that.
Oh, we're gonna find out.
I'm gonna give you one more book. 2151.
That's a book.
2151.
Pull another one, right there.
No, is this one a book?
This will be the shirt.
Okay, sure.
The books
2151.
are down there.
Are you 5'1"? Is that a yes?
I probably said that one won.
Yeah, there you go. Extra large, you win.
There you go.
All right, one more book.
One more book, 2131.
There you go.
Hey, a winner.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming.
I know we had an interesting conversation. You understand my point. This is, take your copies, go. I know where it is online, but I'm telling you, we're going to find out really fast. Oh, and when the judge overturned this, what was the part that they were, from the point that an officer comes in contact with someone, from that time on, all that you can't do.
Let's see your shirt.
Everything else is good. They only left the national ID part. That's what they always wanted. I rest my case.
Rich gave it to me.
Is that a picture of them together?
Yeah. Now, I don't know whether